In this particular video, you will actually notice that I added this to this particular screen. It wasn't here in the previous video, and essentially this just, I made this a row and I just added this to the row, so it's nothing special, it's just the same thing. But what we want to do in this particular video is to actually add Firestore so that we can actually like push things to upload things to Firestore, and also if we still have time, we are going to retrieve them from Firestore. If not, we are going to make another video to retrieve things from Firestore. So basically what we have currently is just this screen and it's not hooked to Firestore yet, so we should just write the Firestore logic, and I'm going to create a new file in our logic folder, and I'm going to just name it Firestore dot, and I want to create a class and we'll call it, I think I want to call it Firestore, but on the other hand I just want to give it database, so I'll just give it as, I'll name it database essentially. So we want to be able to post to Firestore, we also want to be able to pull data from Firestore, and we already know that to push to Firestore we need to have a collection reference, and this collection reference, the name of it is actually going to be posts, is actually going to be equal to is going to equal to Firestore Firebase Firestore dot instance dot collection, and I'm going to give this posts, and that will be it. So the very next thing we want to create is a function, and I don't think this function should actually like return anything. Why I say I don't think it should return anything is because basically if we can make it return something if we want to confirm, but I don't think it returns anything on its own, because it just does what you tell it. It just does what you tell it to do. So what we want to do is to name the function create post. So we're now going to make it asynchronous, obviously, and we're going to do this. I'm going to call it final post. It's going to be equal to posts dot add, and this is just it. So I know I've actually mentioned we should use the toJSON method. We should use the toJSON method when it comes to creating posts. So this post actually just takes one single argument, and the argument is just going to be post. It's going to be a string post. So here I don't see the need to actually like go through the stress of creating an entire class just to create one single map function to do this. So I'll just do this. I'll just give it post, and I think this will be all. Oh, excuse me. Okay, variable name. So I'll name this post message now. I should actually fix the error. So this is of type document reference objects. I could actually do this and just say it should return this. It should return this. I have to await this too. I'll have to await it. So that's basically it when it comes to creating a post in your Firestore. So if you come down here and we just invite the class, so I think the class name is database. We import it, not invite it. I'm so sorry for my use of terms. So database is going to be db, or database is going to be equal to database, and that'll be it. So we have this function this here, or make it asynchronous. It's going to await, and we are essentially going to do database dot create post, and we are going to just pass in. Okay, so we need to create our controller. So controller, it should be posts controller. So here is going to be post controller dot text, posts controller dot text, and we'll just come up here and we'll just create it. So text editing controller, post controller, text editing controller, so we're still having errors. Okay, so I just need to close this out and that'll be it. So I think this should actually like create a post for us. We'll be able to confirm from our database once it's created. So we just reload this, and once we actually like filling things into this place, I'm actually filling in data now. So I think what we should do is, if it's actually successful, we should return to our other screen. So we should just do navigator.pop. Oh boy. So we have this. So we should click on this, and once it's done, it should send us back to the previous screen. So this would have been a good time to actually like have something that does our error handling and checks if what we're actually doing is happening or not. But now we can't actually like confirm. So I think we're just going to have to solve that problem. But we can also check our Firestore and see if anything actually was created. So Firestore database. I think it has navigated back, but I don't know why it's not reflecting here. It has actually navigated back, but it's not rendering anything here. Yeah, so this is it. It has navigated back. This is actually the device being slow. So if we check here, we should see something like this. So post collection post, and we have this. I need to delete these other collections. There, yeah, I'm deleting to-dos. think I'm also deleting this. Yeah, I'll delete this. Yeah, so we just have this so that we can focus on the posts that actually been made. So this is it, posts, and this is the post. So now we've actually like been able to push something to the Firestore database. I think it makes sense to actually like correct this entire code. So we're going to do this, and we'll use the try catch block now. Okay, we can't do that now yet. So on Firestore, okay, let's just use the Firebase exception. I will then throw error saying a failure. I'm going to say message is going to be failed to create a post. Mind you, this is not actually super airtight error handling. So I think when you're actually like working on real world projects, you actually have to like focus more on how you're actually like handling your errors and making sure that you're actually like compensating for some other things within your error handling methods, or how you choose to actually like handle errors. So message, this is just basic error handling, so you shouldn't actually like use this in your production code. This is actually a strange error. So I think the other thing we want to do is to be able to get data from the Firestore Cloud Firestore. But I think we have already gone past enough time in this video, so we're just going to make another video where we actually like retrieve data from Cloud Firestore. So I'll see you guys in the very next video.